All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. I know we've been away for a while, but we got a new topic for you. Today, AIs. So I've been dipping and dabbling with this Chat GPT. Any of you guys check it out yet?
Heard about it, but
I only watch videos on it. I'm sorry.
Instagram, yeah. No, the same here.
Okay.
You guys ain't got no subscription, no account, didn't even mess with it.
Nothing. What about
maybe you can guide us in the right direction, right?
No, basically,
but I've seen people messing around with it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, you might think it's like Siri or like Cortana or something like that. Like, you know, you guys mess around with those assistants and all that on your phone. Now this is something entirely different. This is future technology. This is like you legit got an AI buddy that's there, and this thing is smart. Like, this thing, it's really talking to you. It's really working with you. So I'm starting my new channel, and I'm using it to help me write scripts. So I can go in there, I can say, yo, chat, I got this character right here. This is what the character does. This is their name. This is where they're from. Okay, I want to do a subject about the workflow between, let's say, ZBrush and Unreal Engine. I say, chat, you know what that is, right? He's like, yeah, I know what that is. And he had started telling me like all this stuff about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, hey, you know how to write code in C++? He says, yeah, I know how to write code in C++. I don't believe you, chat. Show me. He'll just write some code. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm like, okay, how about Maya scripting language? You know that? He says, yeah, I know that too. I'm like, okay, write a quick code for me, chat. I don't believe you. You write some code. And I'm thinking like, okay, another way I was using them to write scripts, I'll say, just write me a script about like Gaia workflow creating terrains. And he'll say, okay, Gaia is this, boom, 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 here, write it real quick. I say, hey, chat, that sounds a little too professional. Make it sound like, you know, like maybe the person isn't, you know, a little bit more natural. Make it sound like the person is kind of, you know, they're not really that good with English, so it doesn't seem like an AI wrote it. He'll say, okay, all right, let me rewrite that. Boom, 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 he'll just rewrite it, just like that. It's like basically you just have this assistant. It can do anything. It's a writer. What you got?
When you say chat, like, are you speaking to this AI?
Well, I'm typing. I'm typing to him. And I call him. I say, yo, chat. He's like, what's up?
Okay. And then, like, when it responds to you, is this written?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to read throughout everything, but you talk to it.
There's
like
people
with your
who
words.
rigged up ways to actually have it talk to you, but I don't feel there's any need for that.
Okay. See, the reason I asked is because I didn't think you would have it talk back to you, but I've seen people who actually like have like these conversations.
Yeah.
And to me, that's amazing, of course. Now, aren't you afraid that it's always listening?
No. Chat's cool, man.
Always collecting data.
Always collecting data.
But here's what you should be afraid
well.
of, Angel. Here's what you should be afraid of. You got 2 kids, right? Now, they're going to be going to school and all that, right? These kids, even though yours, they're still young, but when they get up there, like, let's say, you know, middle school and all that, and they start having homework, just have chat do all that homework. The kids are already doing it, man.
I think that's dangerous. I want my kids to be very self-sufficient. I'm gonna keep them as traditional as I can.
All the kids are gonna be doing it.
This is a tool, and I won't deny it, and I won't deny I will be using it, right? But I think it's very important that we don't just rely on this help, on this tool to think for us. I told you this before. I think it's very dangerous to you know, it's dangerous the interaction we already have with our cell phones and the dependency that we have like developed to our cell phones. I think we don't need to become even more dependent.
But that's I think that can go in both ways. even with cell phones, I mean,
It'll go it'll go both ways for you because you are already grown. You already grew up a certain way. But I'm talking about
at the same time, when you're younger and you learn to use it maybe in school, maybe in wherever it is, you learn to use it, because I already seen schools using it as a tool. Like
yeah, but I'm not saying that. I'm talking about a dependency. Like if we, see how these kids, are you gonna hand? Oh, by the way, congratulations, Nagayan has became a parent, so now I can refer to you as a parent, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are you gonna hand a tablet as soon as your baby starts walking to your baby? No, right? Like
becoming self-sufficient, what you're saying is they have to be able to be viable in the surroundings they have. But if you look at today's age kids, if you put them out in nature, most of them, they won't survive.
that's true.
Because we have learned how to do math, how to do all those things in school, which were taught, which in a sense we can use, but at the same time, it's not a basic necessity to survive. And I think if we relay it back to what Chat GPT is, it's actually a tool that can help the next generation, if we can put it like that, to accomplish things easier. And indeed, it would require some dependence on it. But at the same time, if I leave my phone at home, I feel most of the time I feel like, okay, I need it also to.
Okay, so I'm not bashing it. I'm not saying this will be a great tool, great ally at some point. And when I say ally, is because I do believe we're gonna be walking side by side with robots, like actual like sentient robots, right? Eventually, of course. And yeah, like as but like we gotta be really like clear about these limitations here. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a tool, but not, we gotta make sure we do not have it do stuff for us. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, you want a 2 + 2, how much is it or whatever, but like when it's dependency, like when you can't think for yourself and you gotta like run to it to solve your problems, that's what I'm afraid of. And that may not be you or Ed. You guys are pretty smart people, right? But there's a lot of people already that you will ask them something, anything at all, and they pull out the phone, even if it's simple math questions. I see it around here all the time. And I don't say nothing, but it worries me. And as technology advances and it makes things comfortable for you, it seems like we get lazier and lazier. Imagine.
Look, but chat, it's here. It's a tool, and it makes you more productive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, these tools, they allow you to...
Do you have any concerns, like really, like, stop being sarcastic, Ed. Do you have any concerns, like, at all?
There's been stories of like artists that have been replaced. You know what I mean? They're no longer needed. There's programmers that are being replaced. There's designers. There's writers that are being replaced. Like, what do you want me to tell you, man? Because I mean, these companies can be more competitive by getting rid of these people, being more profitable. You know, running leaner. That's what's going to happen. You know. To be
more efficient, quicker, like you said, leaner, less margin of error in between things. I get it, but there's certain things that I feel like emotion plays a big role on things. So I think good artists are still valuable,
but
will be for a long time to be. Like,
I think that's indeed a good stance, but at the same time, I think where we are now.
It's nice to say that. You can say that, right? But what if you were actually working on a project? Like Nagayan, like you, right? The board game, right? Like, imagine now you don't have to hire an artist. You don't have to worry about her, throwing a tantrum saying that you're not coming up with ideas fast enough or whatever. The AI will never.
That's a great example. And that's actually a very good example.
Now you can use the AI to complete your project, and you're like, okay, like, cool. It's cheaper, no issues, works around your schedule. You can go on hiatus for 6 months, come back. The AI is not going to complain.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true, but at the same time, this is what I was trying to say, is that what Lito's also saying is that you need a sentient being to be able to produce some type of work or some comfort with some type of idea. I mean, the person that's using Chat GPT will still need to type in whatever they need, whatever they require,
Absolutely,
in order for it to work. If not, it will be a machine without a purpose. And I think that we're not yet at the place that AI can figure that purpose for themselves out. You have to put something in before it can produce something out of it. And with the artists nowadays, yes, I think there's even emotions and even feelings have a certain type of pass to it. Where we are today, I can say ChatGPT or anything that I've seen does indeed a very well job at making art, but you can, if you are a real artist, if you can really distinguish between an artist's work, then the certain type of feeling you cannot get out of it. But if we advance further, the further we advance, the margin of error or the margin of what a real artist makes and what the Chat GPT makes or the AI makes will become very small. And that's basically statistics based on data. But we're not yet there, I think, for me.
Hey, Nagayan, look, I think to complete your project,
writing an essay,
to complete your project, I think it'll be good enough.
I think, Nagayan, you could say we're there because we already like set our course into this, into all of this, into, you know, like it's already in motion. It's so we're already there. It's just a matter of time, and we cannot calculate the time it'll take because we don't know how fast it's learning.
Yeah. I've heard and seen even a school or a program that identifies when it's a robot or ChatGPT that's writing the script or the essay, or for schools actually, to not have these robots or these AI.
So couldn't you go to Chat like, hey Chat, is there like a way that schools like tell that an AI wrote this? And Chat like, yeah, they could tell. I say, hey Chat, what exactly, like, what are they looking for? Like, what are the signs that an AI wrote? And Chat would be like, oh, well, here are the signs. Well, Chat, hey, when you write my report, leave those things out, switch it around.
Yeah. Or even more primitive than that. Okay, you grab what it wrote for you, read it, and just change a few things.
Yeah, but then you will be doing the work.
Chat, that sounds too professional. Dumb it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how far it goes and how much of the algorithm it encompasses the script writing and the dumbing down, and there's gonna be ways around it always. I mean, if you find a solution for it, there's gonna be a way around it as well. If you find an obstacle for it, there's gonna be ways around it. So it's gonna be a forever race to whichever is better, and where people want to find solutions around easier. I mean, people are lazy by nature.
Yeah. All right, guys, the future's here. I suggest you hop on.
This is truly amazing.
It's here, man.
All right.
I think.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. See you on the next.